Welcome to Oneness. Today is day 6 and we will be looking at verse 6 from Tao Te Ching. So before we further proceed, let's observe a few moments of silence. Thank you. So now let's get into verse 6 from Tao Te Ching. The valley spirit never dies. It is the woman, primal mother. Her gateway is the root of heaven and earth. It is like a whale, barely seen. Use it and it will never fail. Let's allow a moment to sink in. Alright. Let's try to understand what Lao Tzu meant in this verse. The valley spirit never dies. It is a woman, primal mother. From the first verse, we know that the Lao Tzu said, as nameless, it is the origin of everything. As named, it is mother of 10,000 things. And what he means by 10,000 things is nothing but the entire creation in the whole of cosmos. It can be planets, stars, human beings, plants, animals, insects, and every single creation. And those creation, when we named, it's a mother of everything. And one thing we have to be clear here is, when Lao Tzu talks about mother and an origin of everything, he means that it is the same thing as Tao, which has a both motherly nature and a mystic nature of unknown. So in Hinduism, they talk about Shiva and Shakti. And Shiva is always portrayed as a masculine energy and Shakti is a feminine energy. Shiva is a pure consciousness and whereas Shakti is pure energy. Shiva is unmanifested. Shakti is manifested. Shiva is formless. Shakti is formed. In the other ways that we can look into is Shiva is logical. Shakti is a creative force. So anything we're talking about creative and manifestation, we are talking about the expression of our thoughts and ideas into this reality. I'm sure that can give you an idea that a thought which is in our mind, it is when it is not manifested, when you don't take action, it is just a thought. It doesn't have any relevance in the outside world. But the moment we take some action on the thought or an idea, there is a chance that it can manifest and becomes a reality in our world. So this we can see in every single way of life. Right? So for an example, let's talk about a human being birth in this world. So we know that all our the way we are supposed to be, it's all pre-coded or in our DNA. That we can call it as a divine intelligence. Yeah, the divine intelligence which is encoded in our DNA. But who gives a birth to a child is a mother. The mother is the one who manifests a living creation or a living being in this world. And it is same for every single thing in this whole universe. The mother gives birth. And that is what these verses talk about. It is mother of everything. And let's go to the next line. It talks about her gateway is the root of heaven and earth. All it means is she is the one who has all the power of creation, and with her the entire what we see in the heaven and earth and every single manifestation, she is the gateway to it. Without her there is no manifestation in this world. It is like a whale barely seen. Use it, it will never fail. This last two lines I interpret as like this. A thought or an idea without express, it becomes unmanifested. In an example that if you can see, an artist who wanted to express himself through an art form, be it a painting, right? He has such a simple spark of an idea. When he starts expressing himself, he takes the divine energy of mother in his expression, and that becomes a manifested an art. And the same thing goes to a director of a movie. A director has an idea or a plot that he has in mind, and he wanted to make that into a reality as a film. So when he starts acting on his idea and the plot, and when he starts taking action, that takes a form as a film. The same thing goes as a music composer creates music, right? Or an entrepreneur with an idea, he works on the idea and then develops products. So everything comes from the manifestation of a thought and then working on the thought, trusting oneself and expressing that self by the divine guidance of the mother, that we manifest things in reality. And the final example is maybe an author. An author knows what kind of a book that he wants to write. And the moment he starts writing, he trusts the guidance of the Divine Mother, the Tao. And then when he starts writing, he expresses his thoughts, which is flow of his thoughts, which is given by the Divine Nature or the Divine Mother. And then that converts as a book. So, to conclude this, verse 6, all I see is every time that we have some thought or an idea or an emotion or a feeling, unless or otherwise it is expressed, it goes unmanifested. All we have to do is trust our own inner self and take the power of the divine guidance of the Divine Mother and then express it out. That becomes a manifestation of everything. So with that, let's conclude for today with verse 6. And today the actionable thought is, take few moments of time and maybe 10 to 15 minutes. Place yourself comfortable and be in silence. Ask yourself, what are the thoughts or ideas, or what is some kind of a desire or aspiration that you had in the past and which you want to be manifested? With that identified, that's something that you really love, which you want to manifest, ask for the divine guidance, the Tao, the Mother, and ask what you need to do right now. When you sit with the thought, trust your inner self, because the inner self doesn't lie. Instead of self-doubting or a fear of judgment or fear of failure, instead trust your own instincts. Trust the thought. The thought came to you for a reason. The idea came to you for a reason. Believe that. And identify yourself and ask for the divine guidance, and then follow the action what comes to you. That way, whatever was your thought, an idea, I'm sure that manifests into this world. So with that, let's end for today. Thank you once again.